Pre-podcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the pre-podcast. I have on the phone our co-host Tom, who's not here. Say hi, Tom. And I also have Dan the Man, the Pokemon King, to my right. Well, that would be Tom, and today we are going to be talking about the, possible switch-up change of our co-host spot from Tom to Dan.
I'm
Tom is.
I'm putting all this in, so
Let's do it. Let's do
yeah,
it.
it's
So
a
Tom,
pre-pod.
make your case for why you should stay. Not being here isn't a good start.
I made this pod. Ew.
Family friendly.
Vanity.
Family.
Is that it?
Family friendly, please. What did I do?
Have you ever seen Tom with this? No.
No.
Tom does never walk in with packs like that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, wait till I walk in.
What's he gonna have?
Yo,
Who's calling?
Someone's.
who is it,
It's a scammer.
bro? Did you see what he pulled last night?
No, we cool.
Mahomes to 299, like the aqua that I literally said we could pull. I literally felt it.
Yeah, I did. I
And
didn't
he
know
pulled
it was
that.
Aqua. From a mega.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, but like the odds of you pulling that, bro, is like
Look at Dan.
you can easily pull those cards, right?
So inspirational.
You pulling it
Listen,
yourself,
kids.
Like, open up half of them, bro.
The dollar decreases in value, but Pokemon's where it's at.
Dan says this inflation is
Crazy.
some BS.
You gotta fight the
I'm
inflation.
putting my money in assets.
This
And he's putting
Pokemon
his money in Pokemon.
eBay
All my
Pokemon
money in
cards.
mascots. There's no way
will be
to
worth
do
so
that.
much.
Yo, you're getting scammed, Tom. The mascot market is already inflated as it is.
Yeah, I know.
I'm dropping. It doesn't even matter. I'm
Rip-
dropping
rip- rip
packs.
a pack
You
right
got
now.
so many.
Rip it back.
Rip a
Can-
pack on the pod.
And you the pre-pod for the pre-pod.
Rip it back, dude. I have so many packs.
How much are these?
Dude, these are like $4 something a pack.
It's
Aren't,
like
aren't they cheaper if you just buy the whole booster box?
Man, this is where it's at.
This is where it's at? Really?
Booster box isn't where it's at, man. You can't hit anything in a booster box. With these, watch. Ready? First pack.
first pack magic.
First pack. If I can open it. Here we go. Ready for this? Just like that. Come on now. First
There
pack.
goes
First
GX.
pack. Come on now.
Boy,
Blisters are
Dan.
where it's at. Come on. Just put that up here.
Oh,
You can
can
hold
I see
this.
that?
Show the camera again, real quick.
That's just one pack. Come on now. I have like 3 million more packs.
He does have about 3 million more packs. Gyarados EX. That's fire. It looks sick too.
I actually don't even have this one yet.
You got a lot of cards to grade, Dan.
So,
Bro, didn't the grade of TCG went
Yeah,
down?
you gotta sleeve it, bro.
Went
Yeah,
down by
Pokemon cards are
$5.
15
pull
bucks.
another.
I
Pull another.
No, bro.
It's fine.
love
I'm
you, Dan.
actually about to buy a couple boxes
Love
of
you too.
Pokemon and then just rip.
Put the crown on, Dan.
I'm already ahead of the game.
Put the crown on. Put it
This
on.
guy's
Put the
talking
crown on.
Not optic?
Ripping Pokemon now.
Look at that.
I'm already on.
We got our king here.
I'm already on the Pokemon.
King Danielton the
was it?
Manuelton.
Come on now.
Look at
For
that.
me, it was. I didn't get last year.
You did one box.
Tom, you're doing a lot of talking and not a lot of driving. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, are you driving right now?
How much is it? I'm on the I'm on whatever this is,
He pulled over.
Pulled over to talk.
expressway or whatever. Wait, what?
All right, Dan. What's your outro, my guy?
Kids, don't put money in the bank. Put money in Pokemon. Come on now.
All right.
You gonna buy like one of those crazy expensive PSA 10s, or you just there for the rip?
Just here for the rip, man. Just here for the rip. If you're not ripping, what are you doing?
Do you have your collection here?
Yeah,
Why don't you show it? Why don't you show the
it's kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, you be bringing stuff in
Well,
all
show-
the time.
Show us. Show
You
us.
gotta
this
have
one.
some good stuff.
Show us-
It's kind of mid.
Show us some of the boxes you have at least. You
Yeah,
have them all in
alright,
your
so
lap.
this one-
Tell us about them.
Yeah.
This is a 25th anniversary Japanese collection box. In this box, you can pull a bunch of original Pokemon you know and love, like Charizard. You can pull a Charizard out of this. You can pull some Pikachus, some really nice Pokemon. This one right here is the Japanese V-Star Universe Collection box. Out of here, there's some hits you can get, but the main hit is the Mew V-Star. That one's a nice chase card. And I have 2 of them, so you already know that's what I'm looking for. The grade.
How much those go for?
What, the Mew?
Yeah.
Raw? Last time I checked, it was like 190 raw. So graded, you can only guess. So here we got dropping
Who
boxes.
cares, right? Who cares? Let's buy another
Let's
one.
buy another one. Got some Darkness Ablaze. Now, Darkness Ablaze is kind of like a bum. It's the bum pack. It's the bum set because like you can't really pull anything that good. Best thing you can pull out of this is a Charizard VMAX. That's like $20, so you can't really make your money back. I'm not really trying to make my money back. I got this for a steal. 36 packs. 36 packs to rip.
36 packs of
Rip.
fun.
And finally, we got this little lunch tin here. The Arceus on it. Arceus. I bought this from a guy on eBay. He filled it up with a bunch of random packs. I got a few Evolving Skies, some Chilling Rain, a bunch of Fusion Strike. I got Pokemon Go in there. What else I got in here? I don't even
Open
know.
up.
I forget.
Show the people the goods.
I got a little binder.
A
Sealed.
lot of cards.
Might grade it. Grade the binder. Fusion Strike. So we got some Fusion Strike, 2 Evolving Skies. You know, people don't really hook it up with Evolving Skies because it's kind of a hit or miss product. Kind of expensive too. Got some Lost Origin. Some Brilliant Stars is in here. I got some Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go's kind of mid because you got the Pokemon Go stamp on all the cards, so people don't really like them. But I honestly love Pokemon Go cards because, like, it's just nice looking cards. Got some Crown Zenith. One of my favorite. Oh, dropped the pack. But one of my favorite products, Crown Zenith. A lot of cool looking cards in here. A lot of cool caricature cards. You got some good trainer cards in there from the trainer gallery. Of course, I got some not some Crown Zenith. Some Astral Radiance and some Scarlet and Violet packs. And to finish it off, some Silver Tempest. So, Silver Tempest, hopefully pull a little Lugia alt art. That would be nice. Could use one of those. Don't have one. Would like one. Not going to buy a single. I don't want to buy singles anymore. I've learned. I kind of just want to rip and pull my own stuff, you know? Just want to rip and kind of... The PC actually is a lot of singles that I bought right now, but
You rip a lot, though.
I do rip quite a bit.
Is this your whole wax collection? Or you got more wax?
Right now, this is it. I brought everything in. So everything here is around, like, altogether, I'd say it's a good under 500.
Say over.
A little bit over 500.
What-
Which is just an investment.
But
like,
It's an
you could take
investment.
500, buy lunch, eat food, but who wants food when you can have Pokemon cards? in
So,
my opinion.
how much do you think your whole collection is worth?
Right now, not counting anything that's in here,
No, everything.
everything with
Everything.
the wax.
Everything. Everything.
All the singles, everything.
Everything.
I got some cards in grading. Not counting the cards that are, I mean, the graded cards obviously aren't graded yet, so I don't know what they're going to be. Could be good grades, could be bad
Whatever
grades.
you think is worth. How much do you think everything you have is worth? Even like your Charizard mem, your Pikachu signed mini helmet, everything.
I mean, to me, it's priceless. You know, you can't really put a price on happiness. You know, nowadays, you know, it's hard to find true happiness in this world. And with me, I found it with Pokemon. You know,
It's beautiful. That
really is a beautiful thing.
That really is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm
Yo,
really happy for you. I just
Jo-
want to shake
drop
your
the
hand. I'm just so happy to see, you know,
I'm a changed man.
to see Dan the man
How's it
just
working?
loving Pokemon. He's, you know,
Drop
Dan,
that.
Dan used to be on the streets. You know, he used to be collecting not Pokemon. All right, he had a
Yu-Gi-Oh.
rock. He had a rock collection, and they weren't stones. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Meteorites.
Dan was into some rough stuff. You know, he was slinging on the street, and now he's
I'm a changed man.
He's in a Pokemon, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see, Dan. Just congratulations. I'm so glad to,
Hey,
be even sitting next to you.
I'm glad you could bring me to the hobby.
Hey,
this started with you.
Hey,
It started with
I guess
you.
that's true. I guess
It
Dan
did.
came. We didn't even really do much Pokemon.
Look
You've
at
been
this
you're just doing it on your
guy.
own though.
There he is.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no, Dan, you better
got an intruder
run.
on the pod.
You better run, bro.
Ops here.
Is there an intruder coming in?
Interns here.
Bro's about to bring in the fucking
Yo,
block.
what's going on?
Oh, look
Yo,
who it
yo,
is.
yo.
So, guys, this is
Oh.
awkward. Tom. What's going on here?
Brought some orange
It's
juice.
not what it looks
What's up
like.
with the OJ, cuz?
Orange.
Yo,
Outta here.
yo.
Yo, the light.
We're good. We're
That's the
good.
light
We're
in the
good.
door too.
We're good. We're good. All right. Well, say the outro before it gets any more rowdy, boys. The outro to the pre-pod.
Fellas, if you guys like, the Pokemon on the pod, the Pokepod, just let us know. We'll have, we're going to have Dan back, and Tom is going to be filing a lawsuit for assault.
So
I don't know who wants the orange juice. I didn't think Dan the Man was gonna be on here, so here I am. You think your card's better than this? How about a Jesus Christ kaboom?
All
How
right.
about that?
All right. Wrap this up, bro.
How about that? Yeah, I thought that.
oh,
Give me one of these.
Yeah?
How about that? Yeah.
All right, guys, that was the podcast. Thank you.
Yo. New man on the pod. We got
Tom?
Dan the Man.
hello.
going on?
We got Andrew. Caro Silly. What have you been up to?
How is this donut, man?
Oh, jeez. Eating that donut? So, are we just not gonna, acknowledge the person to your left? We
To
have-
my left is the one and only Dan the Man.
It's me, Dan the Man 69 in the flesh.
That is Dan
In
the
the
Man.
Discord. Yep.
Dan the Man is our in-house Pokemon expert. He also ships out some of your cards. And he's on the
Expert.
pod today to talk about everything
anything
because
that
he
we-
knows it all.
Everything and anything.
He knows everything. And I'm just going to sit here eat this donut while Dan blesses us with his knowledge.
I'm a collector, connoisseur.
Dan,
Kinda
so you
like-
started what? Like how many months ago was it?
You have so much fun, Sometimes you just lose track of time.
I know.
Honestly, like
It goes quick.
It wasn't 6 months, was it? Like 3 months, 4 months?
I'd say
3. It was probably 6.
mid-February, maybe.
March,
So-
April, May? No, March, April? No way.
No, no, no,
Mid-February?
bro, it was more-
March,
it was-
April? It was like, were you here during
I thought it
December?
was like
Were you here during Christmas?
Yeah, I was.
Thanksgiving?
I started a little bit after Christmas.
Really?
Or no, I was here during Christmas.
You were here
Yeah,
for the little
Thanksgiving?
Christmas party.
I wasn't here for the Christmas. Was there a Christmas party? I wasn't invited. What happened?
I don't think was there a Christmas party?
No, yes you were. We went to the dinner, remember? And you
Yeah.
couldn't go. 'Cause you were going to the mountains or something.
Yeah.
Remember? So you
So
were here.
invited. You literally just tried to
Yeah.
accuse me on pod in front of everybody.
He was invited.
Listen, some things came up. I had to pull some strings.
So-
Couldn't be there.
He had some business up
Some
in the
business.
mountains.
In
It's
the Poconos.
Dang, so since December.
but it
So
was
like
it was a
4
little bit
months.
before that though, right? Probably November then.
Yeah.
All right, so November, December.
Dang.
I didn't.
March,
I didn't
April.
start.
So almost 6 months.
It really started when it was my birthday in February because we had that birthday break for me. Remember?
Oh, for the Pokemon is when it started. Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm saying like when did you start here?
Oh, start here in
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
Yeah. That was
Like November-ish?
That was November-ish. Yeah.
Okay, so we're about to be on 6 months.
6 months.
Dang.
Anniversary.
So we did a little birthday break for Dan, and this obsession for Pokemon grew, I guess. So tell him about it, Dan.
Yeah. That birthday break really changed things for me because like I didn't really know a thing about trading cards. I came here. I was like, yo, this is kind of cool. It's a different hustle, a different grind, something different. Not a lot of people are doing this, and we're doing it pretty big. And when we had that little break, I didn't really know much about sports cards per se. So like I was just really doing it for funsies, and we pulled some cool cards.
Yo, let's be professional. All right.
Yeah. I pulled my first 2 autos from that break. It was a Trey Lance auto.
Who's that
That
number
was-
2?
Number 2.
Or was it numbered?
It was numbered. I'm thinking maybe 99.
Be
It was a
tough.
silver optic.
Yep.
Donruss.
Oh yeah, damn.
Trey Lance auto, and then a Pat Freiermuth
That's not bad.
bronze auto for like $2.99.
You easily had the fastest growing collection out of all of us. Like when I started, I didn't have that many like good cards. It like took us a while to get like pretty up there, but you were just pulling like all this, heat compared to all of us.
I couldn't really do it without you guys though. For real,
Dan has done the least amount of sports he does, mostly Pokemon, but dude has a gold Tom Brady. He's got a
Yeah.
Trey Lance auto. What else did you hit? Some other big things.
I don't even know. I pulled, I hopped in a few breaks,
Yeah.
I pulled some patch cards from Obsidian, I remember. Pulled some patches. First break ever. I hopped in. I remember like it was yesterday. It was Shane. Shane was talking about he was setting up, or it was Paul setting up this crazy break. He wanted you to hop in. He was like, "Yeah, you should hop in. It's gonna be great." And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should hop in one of these breaks. See what it's about. And my first ever break, I pulled a Josh Allen signed mini helmet.
Really? Wait, you
Yeah.
have a Josh Allen side mini
Oh.
helmet?
I have a Josh Allen
What?
signed mini helmet. I do. Yeah.
How the hell did you do
And
that? How the
I
hell-
was looking at the helmet, and there's a little smudge on the auto, but it's actually a fingerprint. And
What?
I'm thinking I have a 1-of-1 Josh Allen fingerprinted signed mini helmet
Yo,
in my possession.
that is actually fire.
So I'm kind of holding it. It's kind of
You
like
should.
yeah,
'Cause imagine if he loses that finger, then boom, even more.
skyrockets in price.
That's true. So we did. So basically, you came in, you were shipping stuff out. We did that break for your birthday. You were doing a little bit of cards. When did the Pokemon start? Because when we've been joking about it, Dan loves Pokemon, and Pokemon's just one part of cards. Like, it's pretty much what we do overall is collectibles at this point, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Pokemon is just one part of that. So where did the Pokemon start and like really go? Because now you're walking in with packs on packs, like it's nothing, like 100 bands of just Pokemon.
I really don't even know. Like one day I was just like, everybody's got a lot of sports collectibles at the office, but the only person I know really that has a big Pokemon collection is Luke. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I can go down this route of collecting Pokemon. Something different for the people to see. And we have people. Even we do sports breaks. We have people in the Twitch chat that they collect Pokemon. So I can hop in the Discord and talk to them about Pokemon. It's like they don't. I bet they don't really have a lot of people that talk about Pokemon in the Discord with them. So
Nah.
it's a little. It's wholesome. It really is wholesome, to me at least.
So when did did you like Pokemon when you were like younger? Did you ever collect Pokemon cards? Because I used to love Pokemon cards when I was in like first grade. I remember, like
Yeah,
I was obsessed with them.
Yeah, I have a. If the viewers know, I have a X and Y Furious Fists ETB actually at my house. That came out in 2014, if I'm correct, and that was my first ever, taste of Pokemon. I was around 11 years old when I first ripped Pokemon, and after that, I really didn't, rip too much. When you're younger, you don't really have like the financial means to, rip Pokemon. And
Mom,
even,
can I get some packs?
yeah, Mom, can I get some packs? And that was like the kind of like the first and like the last time where I was like, I got to rip some Pokemon. I've had a little collection, and then it kind of got, it got put away in a cardboard box somewhere. And as of recently, I saw we have the Pokemon here, and I was like, you know what? I think I have some Pokemon somewhere. So I went and looked for it, and I found it, and it was a little trip down memory lane.
Any crazy hits though? Like anything? Millions.
Vintage cars, they are, sought after. There is a little premium on vintage cards. I have a few in there that were not the best. I didn't sleeve a lot of those cards, so a lot of the corners were messed up. But I have some interesting cards, some hollows, a Glaceon hollow actually that is worth a few hundred. Graded PSA 10. Obviously, it was not a PSA 10, but I still sent it out to go get graded anyway because it's kind of like it's a childhood memory for me. I never would have guessed, you know, when I was a kid ripping all the Pokemon that I would be in a place like this where I could send it off to get authenticated and graded, you know. It's something different. I never, you know.
So you just sent some cards off, didn't you? Those are your first
did.
ones.
Yeah.
Have you thought about sending the Pokemon cards to BGS
BGS.
for the black label? Have you seen them? Have you seen that?
I know there is a big premium on Black Label.
I think it was the. It wasn't the Eevee. It was the
Umbreon.
Umbreon. You saw that one? That sale?
Umbreon.
It was like
Oh,
12
yeah.
or 16K
Oh yeah.
for the black label. The black label, it's like, bro, it's like 10x. It's insane. And with some Pokemon, the cards are just made higher quality than some sports cards. So a lot of people will send them off there because they have a better shot to black label at BGS. And if you get a black label, it's like every card you ever sent is paid.
I mean, let me get your thoughts on this. So if I send a card to PSA, comes back at 10, you know, in theory, it's a 10 for PSA. Say I like crack that card, and then since it's already a 10 from PSA, I know it's, you know, minty. Send it off to BGS. Maybe I could get that black label, you know?
You could. I mean, I personally think that the graders for all those companies are super inconsistent. It's very subjective. It's
Yeah.
not like a, you know, you can definitely send 10s off and get BGS 9s. You can send BGS 9s off and get PSA 10s. You could possibly send a PSA 10 off and get a black label. I would definitely go BGS first and then make your decision based off that.
That makes sense to me.
It's just rough because so many of the grades are just, I think it's a 10, I think it's a 9, you know? When we went to Vegas, me and Shane were talking to this one company, I think it was Tag. They literally give you a detailed report of every single, like, it's a scale of 0 to 100, I think. So it's like an 87. It's very specific. So it's like, okay, well, the bottom left corner had a little nick right here, and it's like zoomed, like, it's like very, very detailed about this specific card, which I thought was really cool because you can see what's actually wrong with the card. You send a card up to PSA, it comes back a 9. They don't tell you why. 9, here you go. It's so annoying, you know? So that's cool. I think AI and a lot of that computerized grading is going to be the future, should be the future, because then every card's based off the same metric, and then you're going to be able to know what's worth money.
AI is the
You
future.
know?
AI is the future. And same thing what we were saying about even yesterday, even like for them grading cards, like there was one where they actually like scanned it and it was like a 3D version of it, and you could see like the tiny little nicks across the Pokemon. They did a Charizard, old Charizard, I think like the first edition one, and you could see each little nick across the top, and it would like they mark it off by like point 1, like there was all this messed up. And then you know, like the struggle of cracking cards, now they have robots where it's like zzz, 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 and you just lift it up and it's no struggle or anything like that.
That was taking your job, man.
Yeah, that is gonna be
Tom
taking my
loves
job.
cracking cards.
Dude, Dan man had a great idea of putting it in bubble wrap. I gotta try that out.
You're going to lose your eye one of these
Dude,
days.
it's thick cards that lose my eye because
It's these chunky, sharp pieces of plastic.
and
launched
dude,
in it.
they look like shark teeth.
They
And I'm like
are.
this. I'm like,
They're shards.
I go dang, and I like hits. I think Paul has a video. I don't know if he posted it or not, but it's literally me with Shane's glasses on. I'm going like this. I'm like
It hit your head.
like I had like tiny little like dents in my head because of the things. but-
Oh my god.
Yes, I never told you. I didn't tell you that. I texted you last night about it, but I never told the other man. I think I found an infinite money glitch in the system. I wanted to get your words on it. You
Is
know,
this something we tell
yeah.
podcast?
I mean, yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
Like, well, so
Give the
what?
people the
What
game.
What do you think about having? All right, so 2022 they have the glass cards, right?
Yeah.
So I was wondering. I was like, okay. I think it was Dan the Man one day said, yo, I heard these glass cards grade really well. I heard in the chat. And I was like, how well? And randomly last night I was looking up because we found the maxi that sold for $5, but he relisted. I was like, let me see if I can find anything else. Looked up every single short print, everything like that. And I saw glass. I was like, oh, let me see what they grade for. Never seen a 9.5, only see 10s and black label 10s.
Really?
Yes. Black label 10s, there's probably like 7 or 8 of them. Yes. So I was thinking, is it based off the player? Because like black labels do go for a lot more than 10s or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Do we take the risk and buy like 3-4 redemptions, get the glass cards in, ship them off to BGS, and hope we get a black label?
I think we do before we send this pot out.
Yeah, I have a couple shared out, but I was thinking, I was like, little stuff like that, like Dan said that, like we would have never thought of that. Did someone say it in the chat or something? You just thought like, oh, it's glass. They would grade well, right?
I don't even remember telling you this.
Well, it's either was a dream or you actually told me, because I looked it up last night. I was like, there's no way these grade well, because a little chip
From
a little
Absolute,
crack,
right?
Absolute, the redemptions, and it's not even like they signed the card. They just sent it to you because they don't want to put glass in a box. So I was like, all right. They put in the little panini thing like that. You just send it off like that. I haven't seen a 9. Never seen a 9. Never seen a 9.5. Only 10s, and it's like 10, 10, 10, 9.5 surface, or 10, 10, 10 corner 9.5.
Really?
Yes, and
Interesting.
I think
it's
maybe
crazy. There's so many opportunities like this.
Oh, I was very eager to tell you guys today. So that was my news.
Well, after this, we'll be looking up some glass redemptions.
yes, I think they're the move, because who knows? Oh
By the
man,
time this comes out, we're gonna hold
we've all glass now.
the whole population of glass cards.
Yeah, it might be one of those things where
You
it's
guys
like,
want some glass? You come through us.
it might be one of those things where I saw like I wasn't, it was like really late, so I wasn't really doing too much like comps and like subtracting what the cost would be and everything like that. But in general, there was a lot of black labels. I haven't seen so many in one product.
How much were they selling for?
Probably like 4. Like I would say like some of them I saw like $500-$600 for the black label.
Really?
But
Yeah,
they're-
that seems kind of low.
But there are some glass cards that are selling for like 200.
That seems kind of low.
It does seem kind of low.
400 or 500 for a black label?
Well, the population of black labels for the glass
I
cards.
guess, but still, I would pay that.
Population in general of black labels are very low.
I always feel like, man, if I'm willing to pay that right now, like y'all buy that, it's too low.
Yeah.
Like, so there's some like we just pulled a Garrett Wilson 101 the other night.
Yeah, I did see that.
Someone's like, oh, it's not even 1,000. I was like, I'd give you 1,000 right now, so it's probably worth more.
What?
Someone else is probably willing to pay more.
Not even 1,000. That's crazy.
People just say stuff, but
no, yeah.
yeah, I mean, I wanted to ask you, Dan, as well. Now that, because I mean, I walk in, you're doing whatever, you're looking up comps for Pokemon, you're buying stuff on eBay. Dan's about his Pokemon, like he doesn't
Yeah.
mess around.
Pokemon
So
guy.
what's right now from your current knowledge and research? What is your your goal? Like, oh, I want this card or I want this box, or like what's your? Because right now, like me and Tom talk about this a lot. My goal for my collection is get all these cards back from grading, probably sell most of them, and then basically move them all, instead of having like 1,000 cards, have like 50 to 100 that are all worth a lot. Have like a small big collection. Like that's my goal for my collection right now. What about you? What's your goal for your collection? You want to get more wax? What is it?
Yeah, so I mean, when I didn't have a lot of Pokemon, the best way to start off collecting Pokemon is to buy singles off of eBay. You can buy wax, you can buy packs, but you're gonna spend a lot of money ripping them and trying to find those chase cards. So buying singles is
Facts.
really the way to go. I bought a lot of promo cards. You have collections that come out and you get a promo card with them. I bought up a lot of promo cards, but at this point, I am ripping a good amount of packs. It's mostly just for fun, but I do want to maybe pull some nice cards, send them off to get graded, and in the future I could sell those cards, and then at this point though, I do want to start collecting a lot of Pokemon wax. There is a lot of sets that were released that they're not going to get reprinted or anything, and they are expensive. You got some of these Pokemon boxes that, especially the Japanese ones, that you can't really get in the US, and you got to ship from Japan, and they're not going to come out again. They're running anywhere from like 400 to a few thousand for a sealed box. So I mean, you can only imagine what those boxes could be worth in 10 years maybe to someone who wants one. So I do want to, in the future, hopefully very soon, start collecting some high ticket Pokemon wax, especially the Japanese one. Japanese Pokemon is very high quality stuff. You got the U.S. version of Pokemon, the English version. It's really hit or miss with the quality control on the cards. They're gonna be some of them are gonna be misaligned. You're gonna have corners that come out of the pack messed up from the factory sometimes. But with the Japanese cards, they're really good on keeping the quality control very nice for their customers. So I think collecting Japanese can't really go wrong.
Fair.
Yeah. And a lot of the Japanese cards do go for a higher premium than the English versions. So
I did see that. I mean, they look cool too 'cause it's in Japanese.
yeah.
You could be like a high end Pokemon broker, the
Or distributor.
Poke broker.
Or dealer.
Is there any like specific card you're like, I want this card?
I mean, I am a fan of the Umbreon alt art. It's a very sick card, especially the Japanese.
I have that
version.
one.
You do?
It's off at
Off the greeting?
it's off the BGS.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice card. I really like the artwork on it.
Maybe we can work out a little deal once it comes back.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Most definitely. I like the Crown Zenith does have a lot of nice artworks in it. You got things like Deoxys VMAX and Darkrai, V-Star. And then Chilling Reign has I like the Blaziken VMAX. There's a lot of cool artworks, and the better the artwork, the more, in my opinion, the price would be.
It's fair.
So
A lot of them are cool. It's like there's a lot of cool cards in general. There's so many like cool cards that are super cheap as well. You know what I mean?
yeah, the thing is, like, when you have and a lot of it's like cards that you can actually use in competitive play, because there's still a competitive scene. in
Yeah, that's
Pokemon.
it's a whole other aspect to it. That's crazy.
Cards that can be used in competitive play are it's a double whammy, because you have a cool looking card, you can use it in competitive play. People, it's like, if you're playing soccer, you want nice shoes. You're playing basketball, you want nice shoes.
Yeah.
You want the nice, Jordans or whatever. So like when you're playing Pokemon, you want like the Jordan
The best
of
one, yeah.
of Pokemon cards.
Are there like mess up cards too, or like misprints, or like it says Pikachu on Charizard's card or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, you have cards like the easiest example would be first edition Charizards. You got the shadowed version where there's like a little shadow around the border of the picture, and then you got the shadowless version, which goes for, 10-20x the value of the shadowed version. So there's small things like that. Small little misprints can add 10, 20, 30 times to the value of the actual card.
It's crazy.
You think you'll ever get a Charizard? First edition? How much do they even go for?
They used to be like
Millions?
multiple hundreds of thousands. They're definitely down now, but they're still expensive, I'm sure.
Easily, like, there's six figures.
Damn.
5-6 figures, definitely.
It's crazy.
And it could just be in someone's lyric. Someone could have like 4 or 5. Because I see TikToks where they're at like flea markets, but who knows if they're even real. But still, take the chance. If it's $5, take the chance, because that could easily be, your money back. And
Bro, there's
100,000
binders
more.
in people's like childhood homes
yeah,
that they don't care. You know what I mean? And it's probably, and especially like back when it was at that peak a year or two ago, 6 figures just sitting in your home. Mom comes into the kid's room, maybe cleans it once a month. He doesn't stay there anymore. It's just in the closet.
oh, I'd be so sick. Keeping all my cards safe and secure.
And then, dude, I've heard so many stories of, bro, I had binders full of it. My mom threw them out.
Yeah.
Or she gave them away, like binders full of the first edition stuff.
It's even worse when you hear like, oh, like my house got flooded in the basement. You look and everything's just all wet, or like there's a house fire, or like a dog chewed it up. I feel like that's even worse than giving it away, because like,
Yeah,
like,
it gets destroyed.
yeah,
But and then there's people who use those cards for the game, and they slam them down, and then there's no top loader.
Yeah.
and now they're PSA 4s.
Charizard first edition Chalice. Boom. And you're like, no.
It's crazy because the difference between even a 9 and 10
Oh, yeah.
is nuts. So are these about to be your first graded cards?
Which ones?
The ones we're going to be getting back?
Yeah, we have I think like a 50 lot coming back.
We do.
Yeah.
We have a lot coming
do.
back for
So many.
I don't know whose is like who. I think there's a little bit of a mix of all of them
Yeah.
because we submitted. I know. I have a bunch out, and then I think we all put a couple into this lot. Come back on Monday. We have a bunch.
Pokemon or just in general sports?
in general,
Oh, okay.
a big lot of just in general cards. I think it's some of mine. I think it's just a little bit of everyone's.
Yeah.
A little bit of everybody's. But yeah, that's gonna be. Well, welcome to the club, man.
Thank you.
Like, once you go graded,
Can't go back, man. This is a
you don't go
cult.
back. You don't go back.
Not a cult, but yeah, I feel like there's people that it's like they come in, they're like, oh, like I like cards and everything, but you know, once you get that PSA, once you first get that first PSA submission, you're hooked.
When your first PSA 10 comes back,
Do you remember your first PSA 10?
no, I don't. I actually don't.
I feel like mine when we did ours, mine was the Joe Burrow or the Micah Parsons 10. I think that was one of ours.
It's probably on YouTube. I
Yeah,
think.
it was here though. It was our first submission.
sure,
Well,
yeah.
mine was.
Yeah, I think mine was too when we submitted them, because it was. Yeah, I think it was here. So maybe I do. I can probably go back and watch it, but it's on
Yeah.
YouTube. But bro, we have. I mean, I think he sent like a total of 400 something cards out. I think at least 250 are mine.
Yeah.
It's just cards that I've had for the last year and a half. Some of them, bro, I just found like a on-card auto of Rookie Hurts. Just sit in a box. Just whatever.
Damn.
I found so many good cards. Let's go. Grade this, grade this, grade this. Now that it's $20, it was $300 per card for a while. No card, like you had, couldn't send a card unless it was $1,000. So you only graded the best. Now now that they're not backed up, it's $20 a card, and you just send them all. You know what I mean? So I have so many cards, and I ripped a bunch. So with a lot of cards, all that Prism,
A lot of videos, man. There's gonna have to be like part 4, part 5.
part 89 of this PSA
Yeah.
submission, because oh my god, yeah, I made a video of about 150 cards that we sent off. That was a while ago. Those should be the ones maybe coming back, and then there's just so many more. It's gonna be interesting.
No,
But
it's definitely.
If you guys
gonna be
like
interesting.
seeing PSA cards come back, make sure to stay tuned because we're gonna have a lot of videos, and then I'm gonna be trading some, moving some, keeping some, and then once they all come back, I'm gonna do one massive. I think it's time for my $100,000 sports card collection video.
Yeah.
The last one was,
75, right?
but I got rid of a lot of those, so
Yeah.
it went down. But yeah, the last one was 75. That was a while ago. People like them. People like those videos. We got to. You should do one, Dan. Do my entire Pokemon collection.
Yeah.
You
I
do
know that-
one. Be like my entire Debo Samuel collection. People like that stuff.
They were asking about doing just a straight up trade video of you guys going throughout your. They wanted a whole Vortex collection, and then after that, trade and see how like the trades go down with the guys and everything. I think that would be sick.
Yeah, we tried that. Remember?
Yeah.
We had to cut it short, but
Yeah, I think maybe next Thursday we can easily do it because I'm done next Thursday.
oh man, guys, Tom's been working his second job.
Gotta put food on the table for my kids, you know.
While he leaves here to go deliver the newspapers, but next Thursday, he's done and he's ours for good.
Forever. I'm Dan the Man's.
Shackled into a 12-hour shift every day, and we're
No
just gonna
lunch
get after
breaks,
it.
nothing.
Ring on the finger.
I say we do that Thursday.
Just
Next
gonna
Thursday.
Get after it. Huh?
Next Thursday.
Yeah.
We do
No more
trade video.
Gotta end he's gonna be streaming later, and then we're gonna be making Oh my god, it's gonna be fun, dude. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Content.
Tom's always like in the stream chair or leaving.
I'm always
So,
on the move, guys. That's how it is.
well, not anymore.
Not anymore. I'm gonna actually be sleeping here every single day of my life, guys. I'm here till
Yep.
I'm 80.
I'll order you one meal a week, and then just grind.
Dang. Forgive some of them donuts or no?
Yeah, you can have some of those donuts as your last.
Let's go, Dan. Me and Dan are about to devour them.
Definitely.
Sweet.
So yeah, man. I don't know. That was a nice little pod.
Nice pod, Dan. It was on
Dan,
here.
it was nice talking to you, man.
You should be on here
Thank you for
more.
having
This was
me.
it was a little bit of a impromptu pod, as you can tell, but wanted to hop on, talk some cards, talk some Pokemon, and come back again.
Most definitely.
Dan the Man, everyone. Tom, and I'm Andrew. Subscribe.